Hello everyone. I am really excited to talk to you guys about this class today. It's going to be very, very helpful. I hope. That's always my goal. For those that really know me and who have gotten to know me know that I genuinely have a desire to help everyone who is feeling called to share their gifts with the collective, that is feeling that urge, who knows that that's their role. I want genuinely for you to have success in that, for you to be able to start supporting yourself and dedicating yourself to this sacred work. And in order to do that, you have to be able to pay your bills still, right? You have to still be able to make a living. And I want to teach you how to do that. So that's why I'm coming on and offering these free classes to kind of teach you this information, right? So to give you a little bit of information, I guess, about myself and why I'm somewhat qualified to coach you in this way. I've always worked in sales since I was 18 years old. I've been in sales in some way. I have trained lots of people. I used to be a leader in network marketing. That is not an industry that I align with anymore, but it is definitely something that I had spent a long time in, and I would do lots of trainings. I would teach people how to market, how to grow their businesses, how to get clients, customers, recruit, all of that kind of stuff. I did that for about 10 years, which is crazy to think about. I'm like, gosh, how am I old enough to have done something for 10 years? But I am. So yeah. But that's kind of, I'm like, gosh. But this is kind of where my natural energy comes from sharing, from teaching. Even when I held corporate positions, I was in upper management. I would do trainings. I would teach people how to sell and different things like that. So that's kind of been my background professionally in that realm. Hi, Laura. I think Yodit said hi. Hi. It doesn't show me many comments when they're not showing up on my live feed. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna run through this. Actually, I'd like to, Karma, if you're hearing me, could you please share the link of this video over into the event page so that people can find it? It might pop up more for them as like a notification inside there for those that wanted to join. Hi, Martha. So before we get started and as we let people kind of hop on with us, I'd like to invite you to tell me about your spiritual business. So of course, these videos, when I come on live for this kind of stuff, this is for our spiritual business providers inside this community. So we have those that like to share their gifts. We have those that are looking for support to develop their gifts and maybe want to share them at some point. So for those that are already in that realm of sharing, that's what this video is for. Okay, so I want to help you. I want to see you start to succeed and grow in your business. There are so many strategies out there, and lots of them work, lots of them don't. Some of them work for some of them don't work for others. So it's really important for us to learn, right? And to be open to learning, to try things, give it a fair amount of time, and to see if it works or not. That's happened a lot as I've gone through my business. I've seen things work, I've seen things not work. I've had to pivot, I've tried it, didn't work, try something else. And I've done a lot of that, like back and forth, trial and error, because this is the first time I've had a business like this for myself. I've always been marketing other people's stuff. And so there was a pivot with that. And that's one of the things that I'm going to talk a lot about today with this class, because it's very important. Okay. So for those that are on with me live, can you tell me about your business? What you do, what you would want to do. So maybe you don't have your business started yet, but you feel that you have gifts, you feel that you have a calling, you feel that there's something brewing within you to be shared with the collective. Tell me what your dream is, right? To share that. Tell me what you would like for that to be, how you would like for that to come to fruition, what you would like to offer to the collective, and how that would look for you. I would love to hear what kind of magic and what kind of stuff people inside this community are looking to share and wanting to share. I wish that the everyone tag was working today. I asked Laura to try it and Karma to try it, and I'm assuming it's not working for either one of them. So, you know, we just run with it. We roll with it, and then hopefully people who wanted to see this will be able to catch the replay or be able to hop on as I go through this. Okay, so when it comes to our spiritual businesses, it's very, 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 very important for us to do the inner work before we start doing outer work in the collective, right? So we have to do things that help us to align and show up in the way that we need to show up to support others in their own work, okay? One of the biggest things that I see with this have to do with a sense of worthiness, have to do with a sense of almost like needing to explain oneself. A lot of that, and it's funny, this came up earlier, a lot of that like spiritual bypassing where it's like, I know this, but I'm still doing this, or I shouldn't do this. And you know, we don't allow ourselves to like feel in and like really say, okay, why is this coming up? What is this from? Like, what is this? We kind of go into that space of like, oh, I just shouldn't be doing that because I know that that shouldn't happen. And we kind of like bypass the lesson, right? There's a lesson in everything. Everything in our experience is feedback. Everything is teaching us something. It's showing us something. So when we kind of immediately go into this, oh, well, I just shouldn't be feeling this way, we're bypassing that. And as spiritual business women, we need to be allowing ourselves to truly feel into what's coming up for us and that's being shown to us, because we need that feedback. We need to have that feedback. So this is one of the main, like, most important things going into our businesses is we have to be healed enough to be open to feedback and not take things personally when it comes to our business, okay? So if something works, great. If it doesn't work, we can't sit back and say, oh, I failed. This is failure. This isn't going to ever happen for me. You know, think about Thomas Edison. I forget, like thousands, right? Over 1,000 light bulbs that did not work. Can you imagine if he gave up? I'm sure someone at some point would have figured it out, but maybe not. Maybe they wouldn't have ever had that idea. So we have to keep this in mind, that if we have this music inside us, it's meant to be shared. So this is something that I share a lot, this phrase, this story, and I love it. I love it. It's so beautiful. And I don't remember where I heard it from, but there was this story, and I like to share this if you've heard it before, sorry, about this old man, right, on his deathbed. And the nurse asked him what his biggest regret was. And he said that he loved to write music, he loved to create music, but he never did it and like shared it. He never did it to the point where he like really put it out there. And he said, my biggest regret is that I'm going to die with the music still inside me. And every time I think about that, like I get chills, it covers my whole body. And it really, like, it activates something in me, right? Like, I think we can all know if we are spiritual women who want to share our gifts, who want to be able to put that out there, we know that pain of feeling like we would die without sharing that music, right? We would die with that music still inside. We would not be able to get the message out. We would not be able to share this and complete our soul's mission. And that level of pain, like, there's no way to describe it. There's no way to really express how that feels. And for us to do that because of our fear, that's, you know, that sucks, right? Like, there's no way to like soften that blow. Like, that fucking sucks. So this is where we have to do that inner work so we can start doing that. So this is where we're going to come. I promise I have a point to my message, my soapbox moment. Martha says, I'm working on clearing the energy of being afraid of receiving what I want. I love that, Martha. So this is where we're kind of segueing into today's class, where it's how to get 3 clients in 24 hours, right? So if you've been sitting and you're like, how do I get clients? How do I get this? I'm going to talk to you about really, really important stuff. For those that know me, you know I don't bullshit and give fluff. Like, I'm going to be very, very real with you and be very, very strategic in this teaching. It's not just going to be some like frou-frou, like, oh, just do this and this is going to happen. I'm going to teach you the strategy and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you how to kind of move through that and get there, okay? So get out a pen and paper. You're going to be learning stuff with me today. This is just how I roll. All right, so I have 3 strategies that I'm going to share with you today to how to get 3 clients in 24 hours. The first one is to, it sounds pretty obvious, but you have to share what you're doing, okay? How many of us are either afraid to really put out there what we're offering because we're afraid of some level of persecution? We're afraid of some level of being made fun of, causing issues in our family, people not accepting it and thinking that we're weird. Like, who struggles with this? I want to see your hands up. Let's own this. We're not going to spiritually bypass, right? We're going to say, yes, this is a reality that's coming up for me. This is something that I'm struggling with. So let me see a rising of hands. Is this something that has stopped any one of you from starting to even step into sharing your gifts, starting to even consider starting your spiritual business? Or when you already have that, has it started, like, been there and you're like, oh man, I don't know how to do this because it feels so uncomfortable. It's so fucking scary to think of putting this out there because at some level, I will be persecuted for doing this. I used to feel this way a lot. And I will be completely honest with you, no shameless plug here. This has a lot to do with our inherited witch's wound. This is another reason why I'm putting it out there that we're going to do a group class for the witch's wound. I'm going to do the witch's wound workshop as a group container starting November 1st. Everyone who wants to join that is welcome, even if you don't have a spiritual business. But if you do, and you have been afraid to actually put it out there and share it and start talking yourself up and promoting yourself and really saying, like, I'm fucking awesome, I know how to do this, I can do this for you, I can help you with this. This is something that you need to heal. This is something that really, really, really needs to heal because it's holding you back. This was a game changer for me. I'm having to reload this. I don't even know, like, now I can't even find the video. But this was a game changer for me, okay? Like a huge, huge game changer because I was terrified to share. I was terrified to put this out there. I grew up in a Christian household. If my mom actually knew what I do, I think that she would be horrified. She would not be proud. She would not be like, oh my gosh, good for her. Like, good for, she's creating this business. She's creating this, she's making this movement. No, she would be horrified by it. And that for a long time shut me down and oppressed me. And so I would put it out there a little bit, right? Who's guilty of this? Where we're like, I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. I share this. I have this gift. I have these services. No one's fucking hearing us, right? We have to start shouting it. We have to start really putting it out there and saying, this is what I do. This is the service I offer. This is how this helps people. This is why you need this. I am the person to help you with this. This is my legacy. This is my purpose. This is my soul's purpose, okay? This is why I was born to do this work. That we have to start getting fucking loud about what we're doing. If you are not posting almost every day about your services that you offer, either in your private group, if you don't feel comfortable posting on your wall, you need to be starting your own private group so you can talk openly inside there to share and put it out there. This is what I have to offer. This is what I do. This is how it will bless you. This is how it will help you. This is the goal that you can achieve with me. I am your creatrix for this. I am your guide, your spirit guide here in this plane to help you with this specific type of work. I'm trying to open this up so I can see actual comments coming through. I don't know why they're not working for me. Let me do that. Here we go. So afraid of stepping out of power. It doesn't work when we are not a member of the group. Okay. It would be really nice for the comments to be actually where I can see them. And definitely clearing energy around persecution or past lives is powerful. Yes, Emily, I hope you'll join us in the Witch's Wound workshop. It's a very, very powerfully intensive program. It's very transformative. So again, segueing back into that, if you struggle with that and you've been terrified, like, if I share this and put it out there, I'm going to be persecuted in some way. We need to heal your witch's wound. We have to. That was what changed everything for me in my business. That is what made a massive, massive pivot and shift for me, like just kind of being like, this is what I want to do. So I guess I'm doing it, to actually fucking doing it. Like that was the difference, is to heal that persecution wounding, that fear of being persecuted, for shining, for being myself, for actually sharing what I do, for putting myself out there and declaring like, I am sovereign, I am fucking pure magic, and this is why I'm here. And so people started hearing me. We keep saying we want to call in soul aligned clients. They can't fucking hear us because we are not aligned with our soul. If we're not in a position where we are 100% accepting of our gifts, of what we have to offer, of what we have to put out there and what we have to share, other people are not going to find us because we are not in integrity with our goal. We are still hiding. If you are not 100% out of the closet saying, this is me, this is my magic, this is what I have to offer, this is why I was born, this, like, it's out there, you are still energetically in the closet, and people will not hear your call. They will not be coming in, period. There is no way around this. So we have to heal that persecution wounding. We have to heal it. If it is still there, you are energetically blocking yourself from getting clients. You will still struggle with imposter syndrome. You will not feel good enough to ask for money. Y'all, I will be so honest with you. For those, again, that know me, and as new ones are getting to know me, I am so real and raw with everyone when I come on here. I don't bullshit about anything, and I will be so honest. When I used to do calls and I would say how much it was to work with me, I hated that part of the call. I would try to avoid it. I would stay on a call for over an hour just to not have to say it, because it was so uncomfortable to me. It was so difficult. And now I just am like, cool, yep, this is what you need. This is how much it will cost. How does that work for you? If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. Awesome. A lot of times if it doesn't, I will work with someone and create a payment plan that will make it doable for them, because I know that they need to have the help and they need that. But I'm no longer like in that space of, oh my gosh, I can't ask someone to like financially support me as I energetically support them. Like, that's bullshit. It's bullshit now. Anyone who's in the spiritual realm who is struggling, where they're like, oh, spiritual coaches shouldn't charge, that is a lack mindset. That's a trauma response right there. That is your witch's wound right there. And I'm going to call it like it is. That is a fucking witch's wound that's coming up because you don't believe that you're worthy of being compensated for what you have to offer in a gift. So I would take a look at that. Also, this fear of when people are coming in and they're saying, well, I don't know if I could afford that, but they can afford tattoos. They can afford to go out to dinner every night. This has a thing to do with, it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with worth. It has to do with worthiness. And we will start internalizing that and taking it very, very personally and feel rejected. And that's why we have to do this inner healing work for ourselves, so that we can stand in alignment and agreement and say, that's their stuff. It has nothing to do with me. let's be real with ourselves right now. We can only be triggered if that wounding lives within us. So if someone comes to me and says you're charging too much, that's an like absolutely insane amount. If I felt that way on some level, that could fucking obliterate me, right? I could shut down, it could really wound me. But if I know how I show up for my clients and go above and beyond every fucking time I am on a live Zoom with them, knowing that I'm holding space for them during the week, I think about them every day, sending them energy healing, like interfering on their behalf energetically to help them heal, align with their goals, to achieve what we're trying to do. It doesn't affect me. I'd be like, okay, like that's your perception, that's your reality. I know how I show up, right? So it's not going to trigger me, but it used to, right? It used to, until I went in and healed that witch wound and said, no, like I know how I show up. I know the value that I bring. I know what I have to offer. So if you feel that way, that has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me, right? We can only be triggered by something that lives within us. If that wounding isn't there, there's nothing to trigger, right? So we have to be real about that. So this is your number one strategy right here, or your first strategy. It's not really the number one. First strategy, fucking share what you do. You have to start putting yourself out there. You have to. Like there is no way around it. I used to think it was going to be obnoxious to constantly post about what I offer and what I have. But the reality is, we have to remember, Facebook only shows our post to a handful of people every time we post it. We have to keep putting the information out there. We have to keep sharing. There are people out there that have been praying on their hands and knees with tears running down their faces nightly, daily, hourly, asking to find you, and they cannot fucking find you because you are not showing up for yourself and for them. Yes, I'm being real. I'm dropping it like it's hot. Let's get real with this. You are the answer to someone's prayer. Sharing your gifts and selling your services is an act of love. You have pure fucking magic to offer, and you are doing yourself and your future clients a disservice by not talking about it and making sure people know about it. Period. Period. Okay? You have to start putting yourself out there. So if you want to start bringing in clients, start sharing. Like, get obnoxious about it. I promise you, it's not going to be obnoxious. And maybe you're going to have a handful of people that are like, oh my God, why should you keep talking about this? This is like, I don't like this. They will leave, and let them. They're not for you. They're not aligned with you. They have some stank ass energy that's not what you need in your circle. Let them go. Let them go. By you standing up and showing up in your power, in your design, you will attract the right people in, and the others will go away. You cannot be afraid of pushing people out energetically who are no longer aligned with you, may never have been aligned with you, but you've been holding on to them from a place of lack and wounding and fear. Okay? So start doing it. People that are for you, they're going to be like, hell yeah. They're going to be cheering. They're going to be like, yes. And she's amazing. Absolutely book with her. You have to do this. This program was awesome. You absolutely need this. So start showing up for yourself and be obnoxious about it. Post every day about it. Share testimonials. Talk yourself up. This is not the time to play small anymore. We are here to call in this new paradigm of reality and break free of the patriarchy. We cannot do that if we're still hiding. We can't. We cannot. So if you are in that energy and you're terrified and you're stuck, you need to do the Witches Wound Workshop with us, okay? Early bird pricing is ending at the end of this month. It's $888 right now. If you need a payment plan, I will work with you, but you need to do it, okay? You need to start being able to share your gifts, and if it's so painful and so terrifying for you to do it, allow me to help you so that you can, okay? So that's tip number one. Post like crazy. Start talking, and not just talking, like shout it from the rooftops. I'm here, I'm fucking showing up. and I'm going to let you know what I have to offer. Okay? So that's where we are with that. Second one, this is a huge, huge one. I want to know on here from my providers, from those that have spiritual businesses, who has a list of warm leads? I want to know who has a list of warm leads. People that have shown interest in what you have to offer, who have shown up and been like, wow, like this sounds interesting. This sounds like I wish I could afford this right now. I'm really interested in this. Maybe they've booked a discovery call or a strategy call with you, but they weren't quite ready. Who has a list of warm leads? Yes or no? I want to see. Who has it? I feel pretty confident that not many do, because no one's teaching this, right? No one's teaching you how to actually market and grow your business. You're not learning this, and that's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm going to teach it to you. You're going to learn this. I can't see comments. It's really annoying. So who has it? I want to see yes or no. Be real. Do you have a list or do you not? Do you track and say, oh, these people have interacted with my post. These people have commented. These people have asked for more information but didn't actually make a move. Do you track this? Are you keeping an eye on this? And I'm feeling that by the lack of responses that some of us are feeling called out. Okay, so we've got a no, we've got a yes. Good for you, Emily. This is essential. This is a huge, huge part of your business. And if it's too much for you, you need to go ahead and start investing in your business and hire a VA. If you need recommendations, I have someone to refer to you. Okay, yes and no. I have a small list. Okay, so your warm leads list is your like gold mine. Those are those people who are not fully confident, yes, in their own, I hate to say this, but it's true, in their own decision making to go ahead and say yes, to go ahead and take that bite. They're still struggling with their own kind of insecurities, with their uncertainties. They're still healing, and they're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is right for me, but they're interested, right? You need to start tracking this. So if you have your own private group and you share stuff and people interact, they comment, they're like, wow, this sounds amazing, or they show interest, they like it, or whatever, you need to start putting those people on a list. Okay, those are your priority people. So when you do an event, those are the people that you want to tag in your videos, or have your virtual assistant tag for you in your videos to make sure that they are hopping on. They're the ones that you want to invite to your events. They're the ones that you want to follow up with. They're the ones that you want to send. The next one is, I'll go there, but special offers to first, right? Because they're already primed. They're already sitting there like, okay, I see this, I feel this. I'm not quite there, but they just need a little nudge. They just need something telling them that you're safe, that they can trust you, and that you're ready to support them. Okay, so this is like huge. So have your list, and if you want to get 3 clients in the next 24 hours, you need to be posting, putting it out there, showing up about what you do, what you have. You need to be reaching out to those people, and step number 3 is offer them something. Offer it to them. I put out there that I wanted to share my abundance codes activation for only $44 over the weekend, and people went crazy for it. They were so excited to be able to access that. By the way, that's still available until tonight. It was not quite 48 hours. So if you want it, you can grab it. I decided, I was like, I don't want to limit this to just 8. If you want it, grab it. It's only $44 for this abundance code activation. If you're in business, you probably need that too, to help you heal your money and to activate those abundance codes within your DNA. There's light language activations, there's coded activations in there, and there's a few other special things inside there, mantras, different stuff like that, to help you heal your money mindset and to activate your abundance codes in your DNA. Okay, so if you need that, drop abundance codes in the comments so Karma can get you that link, please and thank you, so that you can have that, and that ends today. So after today, that will be gone. But that's what you do. You have this list, right? You're sharing, you're putting yourself out there, you're sharing what you do. People interact. Those people need to go onto a spreadsheet. You can use Google Sheets, it's free. You can use Excel. They go onto this sheet, okay? They go on your list. And then when you want to have an offer, when you want to say, okay, I'm gonna launch something soon, something's coming up for me, or maybe you're just like, I'm feeling really generous right now. Like, I wanna share this. I just created this new thing. I wanna share it with you. You've always supported me and been there, so I wanted to give you first dibs. I only have 10 slots for this. It's gonna be at a discount. And this is what we're doing, okay? Those are the people that you message that to. Those are the people that you reach out to and connect with and say, hey, I always use the name Susie, and I know we have a Susie in here, but this is always like when I've done trainings, I've always said Susie, like that's like my example person. But say like, hey Susie, I just wanted you to know I'm releasing this new program. I'm letting 10 people hop in at beta pricing for only $111. This is normally going to be $1,111, but I wanted to let you have first dibs at this because you've supported me and you've always cheered me on. You've been there for me and had faith in me, and I want you to have first dibs to hop inside this. Let me know if you want the link and the access code to get inside. This, I'm telling you, if you did this strategy today, if you had your list and you sent out messages to the people on that list with something like that, you would absolutely get at least 3 sales today. I promise you. Like I could almost, I can't give guarantees. My lawyer would be like, you can't do that. It's in my terms of use, but I can tell you the odds are in your favor, right? With that one, like you will close sales. Like that's how that will happen for you. And then those people who bought into something lower ticket, seeing the quality that you have to offer them, they are then going to be like, okay, this woman knows what she's doing. She has something amazing to offer me. I have to get on with her one-on-one. I need to work with her, or I need to get in her group program. I need to take this further because she knows what she's doing, and this is what I've been looking for. But that's how they get that taste, right? That's how you show them. You show up for them in that way. You tell them, you meet them there and say, hey, I've seen you. You're supporting me. Now I want to support you. I want to show up for you and show you what I can do for you. I want to help you have that confidence in me that I can be that person to lock arms with to help you achieve the goals that you have, okay? That is what that does. That takes someone from friend zone to a client, right? And that's the goal. We want to take them out of friend zone and take them into being a client, because that's how you can serve them. That's where your magic is. You want them to be your client because, again, what do I say? Selling your service is an act of love. It is showing up for them. It is sharing this. It is putting it out there, okay? Do we have any questions from those 3 tips? Post, so share, and if you're terrified to do so because you're afraid you're going to get persecuted, you absolutely need to get into the Witch's Moon Workshop group program that starts on November 1st. Number 2, you need to start your follow-up list, your warm leads list. That is essential. You need to have that. You need to create that, and you need to keep it updated and even like follow up, like interacted with this person. Then you need to have that. This is how you start treating your business like a business. And then 3, make an offer. Offer those people something. If you want to get 3 clients or 3 sales today, like I would love to hear this. I honestly really want to see, like I would love for you guys today to try this. Create an offer at a discount, right? Say, hey, I'm letting 5 people have this at this rate today. And Come back and tell me what happened. Tell us what happened. I'm not blowing smoke, okay? This strategy works, and it will help you to start building a relationship with potential one-to-one clients, okay? Very, very important. Questions? Any questions coming up for this? I don't see anything. Okay. I'm offering this again. Every time I do one of these business classes, again, I'm going to be real about this. Every time I do, I'm going to offer this for 72 hours. Anyone who wants to hop into the Millionaire's Code, you can hop in for half price at $9.97 in the next 72 hours after watching this. The Millionaire's Code was created to take you through point A to point Z, all of it, on how to start and create your successful spiritual business and start having 5-figure months. It's all inside there. I put it all together for you. Templates for your lead magnets, how to create your funnel without having to pay an exorbitant amount for things like ClickFunnels and all that kind of stuff, which are completely unnecessary. How to get leads without paid ads. How to get hundreds of leads every month without paid ads and hardly any work on your side. It's very, very easy. Where to find those leads, how to get them. Trying to think what else. So many templates, so many templates that I made. I love doing that kind of stuff. So when I have extra time, I just make them and then put them in there. I'm trying to remember all the strategies. Literally, it's what I have done from A to Z. And I'm going to add to that again for scaling. I'm going to take it up a notch for you inside that as well. So for those that are okay, I need more help with my business, I need to hop in this. So I know this is your spiritual strategy to grow a spiritual business. Literally A to Z for only $9.97. This is there are programs out there that don't even offer as much, and they're 12 grand. So take advantage of this. Or if you have decided, okay, I just really need Nancy to coach me through all of this, get on a strategy call with me, a soul strategy call. They are complimentary. And let's talk about your business. Let's talk about your goals. And I will work with you 1 call a week with whatever you need. So if that's regular in your life, just activating gifts, figuring out what's blocking them, whatever you need for that, those are self-paced. Or if you're in your business and I really need help, I don't know what to do next, I don't know how to share myself, I don't know how to put myself out there, I don't know how to move forward with this. So we'll work on that too. And I will teach you everything. I will take you through that, okay? So I'm here for you. You have the resources. It's time to start investing in yourself. That's another thing. Working with me, if you have a spiritual business, it is a tax write-off. And when you start making money, you're gonna want that. I promise you. You're gonna want it. So the link to book a soul strategy call is here. If you need the Millionaire's Code link, raise your hand. If you need the offer for the Abundance Codes activation, say Abundance Codes. If you're ready to get in the Witch's Wound workshop, raise your hand, say Witch's Wound. Tell me what you need. I'm here to support you, and we'll go from there, okay? Let me see this. I'm tired of hiding. I went for it. My subscription box and weekly mentoring. Wish me luck. I'm intending the most magnificent outcome. Do it, Teresa. Do it. You're fucking magical. You need to. Do these strategy. I don't know what that. Anna, what's your question? I'm not understanding that. They get a call 1-to-1 with you. Yes, that's another thing. When you hop into the Millionaire's Code, you get 1 free strategy call with me. And I will tell you what, those calls are worth $9.97. Anyone who has had one will tell you that. They will tell you that. They themselves, those calls are worth $9.97. I jump in there and tell you everything. I'm tell me what's going on. This is what you need to do. You hop off that hour call and you know exactly what you need to do to start moving into the next level of your business. So yeah, it's all there for you. Let us know what you need. We will get you the information for that. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, Sherry is amazing. Can we do a strategy call, please? Free to reach out, but I am Cassandra. Absolutely. The link is here just book it. I'm not like, I'm so real. Like, I'm not gonna try to like bullshit you and like pressure you. Like, that's not, I'm here for you. Again, I feel like anyone who works with me one-on-one, like they will tell you that I show up like 150%. Thank you for teaching us what you do. Thank you, Laura. Laura has done a lot of things with me, and she has blossomed so beautifully and incredibly. Yeah, Kendi, you do need to book your call. That's okay. Again, that's another thing too. We got to look at it. Why aren't you? Right? And we don't need to judge it. This is where we don't want to spiritually bypass, right? Just ask, why haven't I? Like, what am I going to do? Like, bite you through the phone, right? What am I going to do? What you're afraid of is showing up. That's what you're scared of. That's the witch's wound, right? You're not afraid of talking to me. You're afraid that I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. And then your next step is to fucking do it, right? And that's what you're scared of. You're afraid of the success. You're afraid of showing up and what that's going to look like for you. That's where that real fear is. That is the witch's wound. So again, whoever that's coming up for, y'all take advantage of this. This is a group, so it's going to be a lot less expensive. That witch's wound workshop, to go through it with me, is $2,000. Normally, to go through that one-to-one with me, that is $2,000. And you can get in there for more than half price, because it's 2,222. But you can get inside there for less than half price to do it as a group. And it's going to be powerful to have that community, that connection. Okay. So if you're struggling with that, it's time. Like, it's time. We got to put that away. We gotta heal it. That was the game changer for me. It changed everything. And because I've walked through it, I can walk y'all through it too. That's, again, I won't teach on anything that I haven't healed for myself. So this is why I still am not doing relationship stuff, but I'm working with my own coach on that. So maybe one day I'll be able to, after I call in my wonderful divine masculine. All right. Do we have any questions before I hop off here? I will be coming on live later today to do our Femme 45. I forget what day we're on, like day 6 of that or something. But the replay, of course, will be up for that as well. So yeah, there we are. 3 tips, things that you need to do. Get on a strategy call with me. If you're confused, if you're like, well, I don't know what I need, just get on a strategy call with me. It's free. It's 30 minutes and we'll talk it out. I'll help you figure out where you are and we'll go from there. If I can help you, I'm going to offer that help and tell you how. If I can't, I'm going to be real with you and say, I can't help you with that. But thank you for, like, it was great talking to you. You know, like, I'm not going to try to, like, get you to work with me when I know I can't help you. That's not who I am. Awesome. I really, really appreciate everyone who hopped on live, and hopefully those who are able to watch the replay still get as much out of it as the rest of you did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It'll be so good. Get chills. Just think about it. Working as a group. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really good. That group energy, that collective, it's also going to help to heal the sisterhood wound too. Working in that like group like that. So it's going to be magical. And again, that starts November 1st. So there's time to get started and there's time to build out those payment plans. Okay. So if you need to, push that out, like we can do that. It's also, because it's 7 weeks, so it's going to end in the middle of December. So you have from like now until then to pay it off. So if you need that, I want to work with you and I will make that available. I'm not one of those people, and that's not something I would ever really tell and be like, oh, if they can't pay in full, forget them. Like that's, no. I will work with people. Absolutely. Okay, awesome. I will talk to you guys soon. I will see those who want to hop on live with me later for the Femme 45. And if you have questions, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I am here for you. Don't be scared of me. I'm here to support you, okay? And I'm ready. And I know you're ready. You just need to take that leap, okay? And I will help hold you safely and nurture you and take care of you and help you blossom into the amazing, beautiful creation that you are. I'll talk to you guys soon. Namaste.